Yo,
Hey,
what up?
what's going on? It's been
It
a week and
worked.
a half.
It worked.
What's new?
My dog smells
Yeah,
like
like
really bad.
farting or what?
I mean that could be mixed in there too.
Yeah.
Um, but it's been like 102 degrees in New York, Fahrenheit, for our Canadian friends. I don't know what that is in fucking Celsius. 70, I think.
70.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been really hot, and today we just had like a monsoon, and it was just like absolutely crazy pouring. So the dog just went out, and he's disgusting and wet and gross.
Yo, don't you love the rain though?
Um, I like the rain better than the snow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So you don't like rain?
no, I hate rain. I mean,
I love it.
like I said, I like rain better than snow.
Yeah, but you'd prefer sunny day.
I would prefer hot and sunny.
Oh, I'd prefer raining
Just
all
just
the
rain
fucking
in
time.
general.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love it.
why?
I don't know. It's just nice. It's
You can't do
calming.
anything when
Smells
it's raining.
great. I don't do anything when it's nice out
I mean,
either.
I guess you don't really do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know. We gotta hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got so we're live right now. And for people who don't know, if you're not watching on YouTube, we have a YouTube channel now, and so we're broadcasting live on YouTube, and that's what we'll be doing from now on. And then the audio goes out for the podcast, just like normal. So we're still answering questions and stuff like that. But if people are around and they're chiming in, we'll answer questions on the fly live. So we're kind of like mixing it up and try and liven this up a little bit. But we have a friend of the show chiming in. We got Rob Johnston from Meet the Creatives.
oh, okay.
So he's young. He's young. I mean, I don't know if he's as young as you. He might
He's
be
older
younger
than
than
me.
you, actually. I don't know.
No, I think he's older.
He's older than you. Oh,
He's
shit.
older.
So he's like an old man now. Anyway, he told me, tell people to hit the bell because that means they'll get notified when you go live in the future. And then he gave me a little A-OK emoji. So hit the bell, I guess.
I was about to say Rob's a good kid, but Rob's a good old man.
He's an old man. He's not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
I guess he's over the age of 25. So what are you going to do?
I thought that was going to be our other friend of the show.
No,
I thought you were starting it off hot.
we'll see what happens. Oh, here we go. Hold on. So we got a first live comment. The first live comment says, "Hey Contino, I follow you on Instagram, but I never see any of your posts. ... Question mark.
Well,
I wonder why that is.
I don't see some of your stuff actually.
Yeah, nobody does. It like literally like I don't even see my posts. Like I'll post them and then it goes into the feed and instantly disappears.
That's what happens to me as well.
Really?
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
Fuck.
People just don't see my shit.
It's garbage. What do you?
And then,
at? You making faces. Okay, see, here, this is the problem now. Now we got a video podcast. Now you're making faces. It's going to screw everything up. There's going to be weird dead silence in the audio version.
oh, dude, I do make weird faces, which is like, it's gonna be a problem for me.
It already is a problem. Your face is already a problem.
My face. You thought that I was gonna say something.
I did. It looked like you were going to say something.
I could say something if you want. All right, I don't have to.
So let's kick into it. So what we're gonna do is we're doing like a mix of the written in questions and the live questions. So as people comment live, we'll hit them up, but we also have pre-written questions and stuff like that. So I think one of the first things we got to do Actually, hold on. One of the first things we have to address is one of the comments that just came in. Oh man, I wish I never saw this. BTI's face and voice don't match.
I think they match. I think they match.
The first time I ever talked to you, I feel like maybe I didn't think that your face and voice matched either.
Really?
I think I was.
What should my voice sound like?
I think I was expecting maybe someone not so red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what kind of voice would somebody this red have?
Probably more crackly.
More like hey John. Hey John.
Hey John, it's me.
You want to start a podcast with me?
Oh, see now. Okay, so I like this. So all right, so we're getting a lot of comments already. I appreciate this. Got a lot of comments already. A lot of stuff going on. We're gonna kick into the episode, but I just want to read through some of these. So let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so I have a doppelganger. His name is Jeremy. And he said that he did see my post, and that's why he's here commenting. So,
and he's your doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yes. So I think that means at some point he might like eat my kids or something. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so. Is it a doppelganger?
John B says, I have one question. Why in the hell isn't he just called Brentern?
Ooh, that's good.
Too complicated. Tongue twister. Don't like it. Then I get another one here. Get Brenta Sandman. Kind of like that one. And then we got another one here. Better red than dead.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like that. That's possible.
We got some boogers checking in. Brent Umber. Brent Umber is pretty funny. That's a real artist joke.
I take it no one was on our last live stream.
Yeah, no, our last live stream was literally came out of nowhere, and I think it was at 1:00 in the morning.
It was, yeah. We went to like 2 though.
Look at this. I got another person over here. Shall we start a GoFundMe to get Contino some glasses? He always squints when reading. Now, I'm not squinting. This is a two-parter. Number one, my eyes are always squinty. Number two, I've slept about an hour in the past 3 days. So this is as good as it's going to get. This is what happens when you have video.
Have your eyes ever been, though, like wide open?
No, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Too much light.
I feel like for live, this could be like problematic. Maybe like just I could get like lost in like I'm delayed reading these comments. But I could just get lost like sitting and reading.
I know
not
out
loud.
Comments. It's gonna really throw us off.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Should I jump to a comment we got about our YouTube channel in general?
Yeah, go for it. All
right, just type the nose into YouTube and see what comes up as the top results. Yeah, I'm going back to Spotify. I didn't sign up for that. Breakfast was ruined. Maybe would reconsider if there was a direct link. Maybe. We're 7 away from a direct link.
We have to get 100 subscribers to the channel in order to get a custom URL now. Like, so there's like a direct, easy way to do this. That's not like youtube.com/garbage, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this because I never bothered to search the nose on YouTube because fuck it, who cares? And apparently it's just like people popping nose pimples or something, I think, right? Did you watch the videos?
Yeah. No,
I didn't watch them either. I just kind of guessed. It might be something else. I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely somebody who does not speak English.
What'd you say?
It's somebody who does not speak English.
No one speaks English on the nose channel?
On the nose, yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I do.
No one's really sure if you speak English or not. Yeah, so we're almost there. Oh, okay. We just got an alert. We just cracked 100. So we got to get that URL now so this doesn't turn into a disaster for everyone's breakfast.
I'm kind of worried. I feel like you gotta get it now before.
I know. I feel like there's someone watching us right now, and they're gonna want to just like snag every URL we could possibly use.
Don't worry. Yeah, I don't think they'll get it. It's got nothing to do with our podcast.
Nah, we're good. We're good. All right, what do you think? You want to jump into some questions?
Yeah, Rob's in the.
Okay, yeah, we got Rob from Meet the Creatives. He hopped in. He said, "Yo." Thanks, Rob. Really significant contribution.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to some real shit. We can sit here and read comments all day, but we gotta,
How do you feel about goats?
Goats. Love goats.
You love goats?
Yeah.
I hate goats.
Do you ever see the movie The Witch?
No.
Black.
Wait, is that your
what?
Is that how you know goats? It's only from that movie?
Yeah. That's my only that's my only experience with goats.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you? No. So you've never seen it?
Never seen it. No.
It's fantastic. Highly recommended.
How many? What's your rating?
10 dinosaurs.
There's no. It's a 5-scale system.
No, that's how good it is.
Well, I've seen real goats in real life, and they're pricks. So.
Why?
They they headbutt you and stuff.
You've been headbutted by a goat before?
Yeah, man. They're rude. They follow you around.
Dude,
and just...
you know what's really funny is that seeing like where you grew up, there's a very good chance you were headbutted by a goat in real life.
I was.
Wait, really?
I have. Yeah, I got a photo of me sitting on a donkey, which is ridiculous. But I wish I had it now. And this goat wouldn't stop running into my legs and just ramming me.
Does it hurt?
So, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it would hurt.
Yeah. Like they got little nubs, kind of. They're not horns or anything.
Oh, you didn't get hit by a horned goat?
No.
What a loser.
Just little nubs.
Right. Oh, it's like one of those little like Greek mythology goats. Right?
Is that what it is? Do they just have little?
Yeah, they got little nubs.
Little humps, kind of?
Yo, The Witch is awesome though, because it's like it's a movie. It takes place in the 1600s, and it was based on actual journal writings from the 1600s, from like New England, Salem area, and this family leaves their town because of religious beliefs or whatever. They set up a house and a farm in the woods, and they have 2 twins, an older daughter, and a baby, I think. So 4 kids in total. And the baby gets stolen, and they blame it on a witch in the woods. And it's like this whole thing. It's like this hysteria thing, and you kind of don't know whether it's actually a witch or not. But there's this whole part where the goat is kind of like possessed, and you're not sure if it's actually possessed by Satan. It's fucking sick.
Dude, I'm terrified of the woods.
Yo.
Especially at night.
You should be terrified of the woods. I'm also terrified of the woods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's and like witches, the idea of witches, and just the time period, 1600s, terrifying.
Any time period without electricity is terrifying to me.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yo, because like where I'm sitting right now, like I'm looking out the windows, it's black outside.
Yeah.
If I was just sitting outside in the pitch black, I would not be psyched.
You think about it. You have like a torch or something. The light goes out.
Mm-hmm.
You're just standing in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, here's a story for you. During Hurricane Sandy, I don't know if you know what that is.
No, I've never heard of her.
Have you actually never heard
of her?
No,
I've heard of her.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So it was a huge hurricane that basically annihilated the east coast of the United States, especially the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got hit with it, my wife's cousin gave me a headlamp because we didn't have electricity or anything, and she was pregnant, and so I was like, I'm saving all the water in the house so that she can use the bathroom if she has to. So I went outside to go pee, and there's just like black, like just pitch black, and I just put the headlamp on, and it just looked like Blair Witch. it had like that, that feeling to it. So then I went out there to go pee. I couldn't do it because I was so scared.
Yeah. And also you have this big light on your head. You're just a target for whatever's out there.
Oh, I didn't even think about
You had
the
to shut that
target.
thing off.
Dude,
man.
I swear I saw like all like the little eyes.
Lighting up
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
distance.
yeah. Like in the, like I just
Yeah.
saw eyes. There's eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
That's it. It's fucking terrible.
This is kind of topical,
Yeah.
I guess. You're from Long Island.
I am from Long Island.
And then the Long Island mascot, Bagel Boss.
Yes. Yo, I love this guy.
Do you actually love him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the Bagel Boss or the guy who's yelling in Bagel Boss?
Yeah, the guy who's yelling at Bagel Boss.
I love him in the same way that like people like bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's extremely entertaining. But the best part about the Bagel Boss guy is that everyone on the internet's like losing their minds over this guy because he's crazy, he's loud, he's saying all this obnoxious shit and blah 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 blah. I watched the video, I'm just like, that seems like every single day in Long Island. Like nothing about that is weird to me. Like I was watching that, I just got like kind of homesick.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was just like, I remember home.
I kind of feel bad for you.
Yeah.
If you act like that in Canada, we lock you up.
No, you don't. You would just, be like, hey, don't be so mean, eh?
Hey, you got to go live in the States. You can't be acting like that here.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy was doing like a lot of, he went on like Jim and Sam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And talked more in long format.
He was trying to really milk it.
Yeah, which is amazing.
What else are you going to do? You know?
Yeah.
Like, shit, man. I would milk it too if I was him. Because, like, apparently he lives in his own van.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like on one of those talk shows, he was talking about how he quit his job. Or no, he lost his job, but it was his decision.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know,
It's,
just like delusional.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of course it's his
my decision to live out of my van.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's oh wait, what is this? We got some news in on Monday. The bagel guy signed a deal with a fighting promoter to fight another viral internet star on September 7th at the Showboat Hotel, TMZ reports. Good for him. Good for him. He's gonna. I forgot who it was. My friend Dre sent me the link, and he was like, "Yo, I found his YouTube channel, and I showed it to you. It's amazing. All he does is just like he keeps saying that everyone's making fun of him being short, but
it seems like he's just riling people up.
I don't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see someone really short and then just start laughing at them for no reason?
I've never even. It's the same thing as when I see a super tall person. I want to ask, how tall are you? I never would. And I don't think anybody would ask, hey, how tall are you? To a short person.
No, I just can't. I can't imagine being in a place and seeing someone, a decent amount shorter than me and just me like laughing and pointing. Who does that?
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's not 1950. Like,
but you've seen some of his videos.
Yeah.
He's kind of like comes back into the room and goes, this girl says that you were making fun of how tall I was.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing is fabricated.
Yeah.
Like every time that someone says he's short, like I don't think anyone's ever actually said it. I think he just is short. Like I would love to read his transcripts on these dating sites that he complains about. Where it's just like, the girls are always saying I'm short and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like how do they even know how short he is on a dating website?
I think it's like, I think he said like once he discloses that information to them.
Yeah.
Then they like tell him he should kill himself because he's that short, which I doubt happened.
Tell him he should kill himself.
Yeah.
Oh, internet.
I love the way he throws his arms in the video. Like throws his papers in his arms.
It's totally natural. There was one video I watched of him where he's just like harassing this guy who he says owes him money.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, Joey, when are you going to give me my $1,200? When are you get for like an hour and a half? The video is like an hour and a half long. But the guy doesn't walk away.
The guy that he's harassing.
Yeah, he just keeps going back with him, but he doesn't even get upset. He just keeps up with the whole thing. I don't know. I found great amusement out of it, and I also felt very at home with it because literally, like there is no. That's just Long Island. That's not like weird in Long Island. It's like very normal.
Here's the thing: we'd both milk the situation, but we also would never be caught dead doing that.
No, of course not.
Ever.
Absolutely not. I mean, I'll milk any situation that comes by, but I'm not like I wouldn't be in that situation to begin with. You know?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Now we got David saying the Joe Pesci of bagels, and I've been reading a lot of people making the Joe Pesci, you know, what's the fucking word?
Comparison.
Comparison. Thank you. I'm very, very tired.
Yeah. No. I'm with you.
I find that to be very insulting to Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that you said that.
I don't know how tall Joe Pesci is, and I don't think it matters how tall Joe Pesci is, but Joe Pesci's awesome. Don't.
I love when Joe Pesci freaks out. Also.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I heard Joe Pesci really nice guy.
I'm sure he is.
Not like his characters.
Why wouldn't he be? I mean,
he's the only
Joe
character
Pesci,
he plays.
Like, how many excellent films has Joe Pesci been in? Like, literally every movie that he's been in is good in one way or another.
Maybe he's like the Danny DeVito of bagels.
No, Danny DeVito's awesome too.
I love him in Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
I just don't know what he's like in real life. Maybe he's a jerk.
I think I'm not gonna comment on that because I don't know anything about him.
You know what?
What?
I seen him in that Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman documentary. Yep.
Yeah.
Great guy. Seems super nice.
Depressing fucking movie.
Did you see it?
So depressing.
Dude, I've been trying to get you to watch it forever.
Wait. You mean, hold on. You don't mean the Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman movie. You're talking about the Jim
and
Carrey,
Andy. So you're talking about Man on the Moon.
Documentary about the Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman movie.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched that yet.
You're talking about Man on the Moon.
I'm talking about right.
Super sad.
Yeah, I'm not watching either. I mean, I saw Man on the Moon already. It's already horrifically depressing. I don't need to see like the even more depressing end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
David chimed back in. He goes, "It's not the height; it's the snapping rage his characters have." It's
just too close.
I guess if you're talking about like the Goodfellas, like, am I a clown? Am I here to amuse you? Type of deal. I guess.
Is this your pen?
Yeah. I don't know. Bagel Boss guy, whatever. Just as long as. See, the only thing I would be pissed off about with that guy is the fact that I'd be waiting for my bagel. And if this guy's going on and on about how he's short and people, I'd be like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Just like, go complain somewhere else. I'm waiting for my bagel. Just like, get out of here. You know?
Yes. Yeah. What was he saying to those guys before they tackled him?
Why
don't you do something or something like that?
What thing?
I think he was telling him like, do something.
Oh yeah. He's just, again, typical Long Island guy. Just like gets in someone's face. He's like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Puffs out his chest, whatever.
I love that when he's chesting the guy right in the midsection.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But then that one guy tackles him.
Yeah.
And it's so funny too. So there's my friend Scott that I grew up with. He texted me and he was just like, "Yo, did you see this?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Is that you?" I could have sworn it was him tackling him.
Oh, okay.
Because he would have done that.
Have you ever been in that Bagel Boss?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's fine.
Do you see what they were doing a little bagel promotion? They were doing mini bagels.
No.
Specifically, like if anyone came in and mentioned that they seen the video, you got a free mini bagel. Which they never sold before.
You don't got to play into that.
I know it's kind of funny though.
It's just like oh man, this like I said, this is one video the guy was spending entirely too much time on this fucking annoying little guy from Long Island. But there's one video of him where he goes into like a 7-Eleven and he's like the 7-Eleven guys are laughing at him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he calls the cops on them and the cops come in and they're like, What do you want me to do? He's like, I want to press charges. He said this, and he's laughing at me, and blah, blah, blah. The cop's like, okay, fine. He's like, can I go now?
Can you press charges for something like that?
No. The cop's
Somebody
like, I
asking
can write a
you,
report. That's all I can do. So he's like, I want to report. Blah, blah, blah. But the cop's just like, what the fuck? He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you're not hurting the 7-Eleven guy. You're just fucking that cop's day up.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
And like whoever's waiting online behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else we got?
All right. So we all know John loves his baseball, but I was wondering what his thoughts, if any, are on cricket. Cheers, David. Is that the same David?
It might be. Do you know anything about cricket?
Nothing.
Do you know what it is?
I know that they use little paddles and hit a ball.
Yeah.
Cricket is it like?
Apparently is kind of like the predecessor to baseball. Kinda.
Or golf.
Some people say yes. Some people are just like, I've tried to watch it before. I have no idea how it works. It's like in baseball, like you don't really know how baseball works either, though, right?
I have a brief I could watch a game.
So give me the gist of what a baseball game is.
Guy comes up, hits a home run. Well, aren't you just supposed to get home runs essentially? Get on base.
I mean, yeah, you want to score. There's 4 bases.
Right.
You start at one base called home plate. You have to go from first to second to third, and then eventually come home to home again. And that when you come home again, you score a run.
You got to score runs.
Yes.
That's all.
You want to score runs or points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now with cricket, when you watch cricket, you would think, I feel like my assumption was that as a baseball fan, I would kind of understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a guy, and if someone can direct me to some kind of like tutorial of how to play cricket, I would appreciate that. But when you watch it, it's like a bunch of guys dressed up like they're going to like a derby or like a christening in springtime. Like they have like white button-up shirts and like white pants and
don't they have little caps too?
Yeah, I think they have little caps or something. And they got this paddle, and then they're like whipping this little ball with a paddle, and the game takes like 72 hours to finish or something like that. And the score is like 400 to 300 or some shit. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't even want to know. I'll never watch it.
I mean, I'm interested in it. Like, do you know anything about rugby?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, that's Canada.
You play rugby in
rugby.
Canada?
We do. I didn't.
But you know how rugby works.
Yeah, like as much as I know how baseball works.
Okay. So you
score points.
So you have no clue.
You make like lateral lateral passes. I guess would lateral be like back, but like
laterals like side to side.
Yeah, so you can only make like lateral passes unless it's a kick, I think, or something like that.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah. I love how I know nothing about any of this.
Do you know hockey, right?
Yes. Okay, I know hockey.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about hockey.
Yeah.
No.
I love hockey. I can watch hockey.
I can't do it.
Why can't you watch hockey?
It bores me.
It's the only sport with like actual fights.
Yeah, but I'm not fucking watch UFC.
Watch UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like 20 years ago.
I like baseball fights.
Who's the most recent with Jose Batista getting punched?
Oh, that wasn't very recent at all, but that was pretty good.
That was the most recent fight that I know of.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that dude got socked.
The only reason I know that fight is because it is the album cover for Joe Budden's diss track to Drake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. You know Drake? Drake's from Canada.
Wasn't he in like Degrassi or something?
Yeah, Degrassi, Next Generation.
Yeah. My wife.
You never watched it?
I don't know shit about that show either.
Oh, your wife likes Drake.
No. We don't listen to Drake in this house.
Do you guys listen to Justin Bieber?
No, absolutely not.
Like, very much like, no, we will not listen to Justin Bieber.
That is on the banned list in my house.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why, you like Justin Bieber?
No, I don't listen to him, but I mean, I'm sure he's got some good songs.
A Bieberholic?
I got Bieber fever.
You got Bieber fever?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I've been addicted to watching these like Tiny Desks. Tiny Desk, like NPR Radio does that Tiny Desk.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my
I'm addicted to
brother-in-law
watch
did one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's your brother-in-law?
None of your business.
He did one of those.
Yeah. Well, it was like
he
part of
went
like
on-
one of the Tiny Desk like contests or some shit.
Oh, okay.
He didn't win.
Oh, he didn't win.
No, his song was really good though,
It was.
but he didn't win.
You'll tell me off the air?
If you're lucky. I don't know. Maybe.
All right.
We'll see how I feel. Let me just drink out of my red Solo cup here. Does it look like I just came from a frat party when I'm drinking out of this?
Yeah, you're like half asleep.
I'm drunk as shit.
John lives in a strict Jonas Brother household.
Yeah. The Jonas Brothers. Aren't they old now? Haven't they been around for like 15 years?
I don't know if it's been that long. Oh, I'm thinking of One Direction. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you what One Direction has. They're like little kids. No.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, they're in their 20s now.
Isn't there like some like Korean like K-pop group that's like, is that One Direction?
No, One Direction's from the UK.
Oh,
I think.
What's the other one?
Jonas Brothers?
They're Korean?
No, I think that they were Disney stars. Is there a K-pop?
I don't know.
Are you thinking of
I don't know. I saw on Saturday Night Live one time that I thought it was like One Direction, and it was like a Korean band group. There's no instruments. I don't know.
This is interesting.
Fucking, I don't know, man.
The Contino household is surely 100% Queen.
I like Queen.
Yeah, I love Queen.
Yeah, Queen's awesome.
What's your favorite Queen song?
I mean, I'm not like deep diving into Queen. I'm very much radio Queen. You know, like Bohemian Rhapsody and all that kind of shit. Like I don't know I don't know the fucking the deep tracks. You know.
I gotta turn my light on.
Okay. All right.
You keep thinking of all those Queen songs you love.
What do you wait? So you have to like get up and go. What? I don't understand you. Go turn your light on. He's taking off his fucking headphones. This is my favorite part of the show. This is when I get to talk shit on Brent. He sucks. All right, here he comes. All right, here we go. Yeah. So what Queen songs are your favorite then?
Do you really want to know, or
no,
were you
curious?
I really like "Love of Your Life."
See, I don't know that song.
Yeah.
There's a metal core band called Between the Buried and Me, and they do a cover of Bicycle Race by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
You showed me.
I did.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah, it is really good.
It's good.
Yeah, you showed me actually a few covers that were super interesting.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, Queen's fine. Queen's fine. I got no problem with. I have a friend of mine, Rick Jimenez. He's in a bunch of bands. Extinction AD, This Is Hell, a bunch of hardcore bands and stuff. He did this thing where he did a bunch of covers, and he covered Bohemian Rhapsody by himself from start to finish.
You showed me. This is amazing.
It's so good.
It is amazing.
It's so good. We'll have to leave a link on the website.
Because anybody that covers that song, yeah, usually it's
terrible.
It's never going to be as good as like Queen.
Well, you can't just like Freddie Mercury was such a talented guy in the way that he sang. Like if you don't do it with purpose, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And Rick did a really good job. It's like I was surprised at how how well he sang, but he also kind of did like a hardcore version of it, so he can get away with some of the stuff.
He did another cover, didn't he? Of
He did a bunch.
yeah, you sent me quite a few.
Yeah, he did a bunch of them. He did. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
What band is that guy in?
Well, right now he plays in a band called Extinction AD. It's like a thrash kind of band, but he used to be in a hardcore band called This Is Hell, and another band called Soldiers, another band called Subterfuge. He's been in a million. I was in a band with him called Her Last Words, where I played. So I filled in drums on this band. So Rick and the singer Dan are friends of mine, and they said they were like, John, would you be interested in filling in drums for us? Our other drummer, he's just like, he doesn't have the time or whatever. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I went to go practice with them and learn the songs because we were going to play a show. And they were telling me about how the other drummer's schedule was so crazy. They were like, he was telling us one day on the way to practice, he was driving, and he was like completely... He was completely thrown off his schedule because the guy driving next to him had a Flying V electric guitar that he was just playing in the front seat while he was driving.
Wait, the drummer was thrown off by seeing this?
Yes, he was seeing it, and that's why he was late to practice. So they were telling me that all these things used to happen to him all the time, so he couldn't come to practice.
Those are some real good excuses.
I mean, it was a pretty good one, the Flying V. I like that.
No way did he see that, though, right?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was a Bagel Boss guy.
With his stilts.
Yeah. What do you think? You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Sorry, my Notion crashed here.
Yeah.
Notion. Does Notion need,
we use Notion.
Need another plug? All right, so this person says, first of all, I'm a big fan of Contino brand and the podcast.
Thank you.
I'm currently an intermediate designer at a big agency, and I have been working as a designer for over 10 years. I moved from another country, and the way design is done here is a lot better than it was done, than I was used to being done back home. This huge jump in style has made me feel like I don't belong in the world of design anymore, and the best. How did this guy write that?
Well, don't forget he's not from... Maybe English is his second language.
No, I'm sorry. Nah,
I think right. English is your second language.
Yeah, it is. The best, but actually the worst advice given to me was you just have to be a better designer. And that was done by a senior designer on my team. That generated a lot of doubt and has made the quality of my work and my motivation drop significantly. How do I go about improving my design skills and visual vocabulary? How do I become a better designer? Is there something that the Knows and DTI could share with struggling designers?
Okay, so that was brutal listening to you read that.
Well, dude, you didn't. I usually rewrite these. You just copy and paste it.
Yeah, I can't wait for you.
The knows and could share. That's what that says at the end.
Let's see. Let me see if I can summarize this. Big fan of the show. Thank you very much. This person moved from another country, and the way that design is done here in the United States is different. And this person thinks is better than where they're from. The huge jump in styles made me feel like I don't belong, and someone told them they just have to be better. So that's really shitty advice. Like, hey, how do I get better? Well, you just have to be better. Like, what the fuck?
Is that bad?
Like, how do I slam dunk? You just have to get taller.
Yeah.
Like, that's useless.
That analogy is like, how do I slam dunk better? You got to get taller.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I be a better designer? You're not going to be.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't.
There are some people who are not going to be better designers. And there are some people who are made to be good designers. It's just kind of like, it's in you, you know? Like, you can dance, you can cook. Like, if you are really good at these things, then it comes out.
Yeah.
Now, this might be a different scenario, too, because this is like, I think this is like one of those situations where someone just feels a little bit out of place. Not that they're doing a bad job. It's just kind of like a different way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that doesn't mean you're worse, and that doesn't mean that anyone's better than you. So the first thing you got to think about is the fact that you can't like kind of like quantify it by a number. I'm not like 85 graphic designer and you're 60. You know, like a lot of this shit is subjective too. Like you like a designer or you like an artist because you like the style. You like the way that they go about doing stuff. You don't like someone because you don't like the way they go about doing stuff. You know, like right there, this argument is thrown out the window. Now, the things that you can get better at is your process, how fast you come up with ideas, how you execute ideas, how you go through the editing process of trying to like figure out how to get to better ideas and how to just make them look better. You know, it has nothing like, I don't know, like they kind of didn't give you any details either. When they're just like, you have to be a better designer. Like, what does that mean? What are they saying? Like, what does this person look like? You know?
Yeah,
I
like
mean?
I want to know how long they've been designing here.
Like,
also,
do they mean you got to be a better designer? Like, you got to learn how to fucking use Illustrator better, or you got to just like learn typography? Like, there's so many elements to being a designer. Like, what kind of thing is that to say?
Yeah,
you know. Some graphic designers don't know how to draw, and that's okay. Some graphic designers are illustrators who became graphic designers.
Mm-hmm.
Some graphic designers are photographers that became designers that learned how to draw. Mm-hmm. Like, you could be any one of these things. It's okay. Like, there's nothing, if you want to get better at anything, you just have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And then you'll eventually work your way out of bad habits and work your way into good habits.
Yeah, it's too vague.
Yeah, it's super vague.
Too vague.
If someone says like you just have to get better, it's just like, well, that didn't fucking help me at all, you know. Like, and don't doubt yourself because of what someone else tells you. That's number one. Mm-hmm. If anything, if someone tells you to be better or that you're not good enough or whatever, you should just use that as fire to get better, figure out what your weaknesses are, and then shove it in their fucking face.
This is a great topic.
Yeah.
I have a client that is like super optimistic.
Yeah.
And he's kind of doing like larger scale projects and for the city where I live.
Yeah.
And I met with him the other day. And he talks like so passionately about community and connection, which I love.
Yeah.
But I find that then I talk to you, and it's like, yo, fuck those people. Let's get better. And it's like I'm more aligned with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then like, but it is nice to have that balance.
Dude, you know what I just realized though? I'm starting to make the connection between me and the Bagel Boss guy. I'm just like, okay, so like let's swap scenarios real quick. We're in the Bagel Boss of graphic design. Mm-hmm. This person is I believe his name is Chris Morgan, is the Bagel Boss guy. This person is Chris Morgan, and the people behind the counter are the people who are telling him to be better. You got to throw your fucking bagel on the ground, tell him, go fuck yourself. I'm fine as I am. What?
He's gonna lose his job.
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, but then
that needs to get better.
But then everybody wants to know about you.
Yeah, that is true.
See?
Make sure you're filming it.
I just think that if someone's going to give you real advice, it has to be real specific advice. If they're going to give you vague ass shit like that, who cares? Who cares what they say? We got Lucas chiming in that says, people usually tell me great designers are always intelligent instead of talented. Yeah, I guess. Graphic design is more about problem solving than art.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
But like, I don't know. That's kind of vague too, because it's just like, I mean, you definitely have to be able to assess the situation and do a good job of kind of like communicating things, but that's a talent also. You know, it's not just
Mm-hmm.
like you can't just get like an engineer from MIT and turn them into a graphic designer. That's not going to do
No.
shit.
Yeah, it's so weird actually the way that we problem solve, because it's like taking things that aren't supposed to go together
Right.
and then finding a way, a clever way to merge those things.
Right.
And
Right.
that's something, I guess, it's not so, it's kind of not intelligent in a way.
Um no, it's intelligent. Why is it not intelligent?
I don't know. It's like taking weird things that I guess it's like just drawing connections between things.
That's really hard to do.
Yeah, I know, but it in a weird way, like it kind of, it's like
You don't know what the
in
fuck you're talking about.
like kids are fucking great at it. Kids are really good at being creative, like in terms of design and things like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like the absence of like
It's the
solid reality kind of thing.
no, it's the absence of judgment.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's not reality. It's the absence of judgment. When
Yes,
you feel
yeah.
like you're not going to get criticized for something that you're doing that feels like a natural choice of yours,
Hmm.
then you have like that innocence. You know,
Yes,
we got Samuel chiming in. It's more abstract thinking. Yeah, it's totally abstract thinking. It is. It's the ability to interpret an idea and then format it into something tangible. You know.
yeah. I used to be really bothered by my art teacher would always say, "Don't be scared
Yeah.
to like explore," and I was always like, "What do you mean, fucking be scared to explore?" And it's not that you're scared to explore, but like you're saying, like that judgment, especially now into a career.
Yeah, no, you should, but that's true. I mean, you shouldn't be scared to explore and just basically like what's the point of creating if you're not going to try and figure out something new and different and exciting?
Hmm.
If you're just going to copy the same old shit, then don't create. Then I mean, you're not creating anyway. Then you're
Yeah,
just copying.
it's just this like weird replication, which is why like which we need, kind of.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, sure. Like, I mean, well, that's what Instagram is for, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Burn.
I wonder if somebody started copying everything you posted, but posting it to a different account.
Mm.
Would the algorithm like favor them?
I don't know. Probably. Probably.
You should probably start another account.
I've had someone do something similar to that before.
Yeah,
The person
I've seen it.
sucks.
I've seen a few accounts.
Oh, here
So
we
you
go.
related to the Bagel Boss guy?
What's that?
Are you related to the Bagel Boss guy?
I think everyone in Long Island's related.
Is that how
I
it
think
works?
so. Yeah, I think so.
Except for you're not short.
No, I'm not short. I was short my whole life until I was about 16, and then I grew 7 inches in one summer.
That hurt?
I don't remember. It had to have hurt.
Yeah.
It was. I just remember like showing up. It was like 10th or 11th grade. I showed up, and there was a girl in my class. She's like, "What's different about you?" And I'm like a foot taller than when you last saw me.
Yeah, man. I have a friend that wanted to be on the basketball team his entire high school career, and was never tall enough. Like, kind of was told like you're not tall enough. He's a super short little
Right.
kid. Graduated, is now like 6'5".
Oh.
So I don't know what happened,
Oh
but like
shit! Someone told him how he goes. How do I slam dunk? They said get taller, and he did.
he said, "Okay, I'll do it."
Good for him, man.
You know, I didn't listen in high school.
Forget about all my advice. Throw it out the window.
Yeah, listen to that designer. Get better. Yeah.
Just get better. That's it. What do we got here? We got Rob from Meet the Creatives. Do you ever find yourself getting too far away from that place? And how do you get back into the childlike mindset? And do your kids inspire you in that way? Yeah. Dude, when you're working on corporate stuff, it's very easy to get away from childlike mindset, you know? But it's when you start getting away from it I think you start to feel that very quickly. Like you instantly start to feel like I'm not being creative enough. I'm losing, like this is feeling stale, this is feeling weak. And for me, that's kind of when I try to do a 180 because I pick up on that really quick these days, and then I flip it. But yeah, like my oldest daughter is like really really into art, and she does like a lot of really interesting shit. And she's always like bringing it in. She's like, "Daddy, look at this," and just like she steals all my paper all the time.
Yeah.
And
Her skulls are super interesting.
yes.
Like,
And she just draws really interesting stuff, and her perspective is very cool. It's definitely inspiring to see. I mean, my youngest one is only 4 months old, so she's not quite there yet. But it's being able to see things through like a child's view is definitely helpful, because like I'll show her stuff all the time and just be like, "What do you think of this?" And she will give me a critique, and she'll tell me what she likes and what she doesn't like.
so honest too, hey?
Very honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Do you like this one?" She'll be like, "No." I'll be like, "Why?" She's like, "It's not good. Be better."
Be better. Yeah. I think about that a lot. Like my buddy Paul's kids, he was telling me we'll be playing with Lego, and we'll just be like, he'll be like, "What's that?" And he'll be like, "This little white piece. This is like the sign that says no one can come into the town," and like, you know what I mean? Like just like very elaborate. But if you ask him like in an hour what that piece is, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So that ability to like draw connections, I guess. And
I think too, like when you're in that mindset, when you're in that world, like everything makes sense. Everything's connected, because it's, in order to get from point A to point B, there's only one path to get there, and that's that one really interesting way to get there. And as a kid, that's the way you know how to get there. But then as an adult, you have all these other ways to get in and out, and like, you know, it's the ways that you're taught how to do things when you're high school and college, and then in the, you know, the workforce or whatever, and it kind of like sucks you out and kind of funnels you into, you know, like just like one way only type of deal.
yeah, like I'll even say like me working like a 9 to 5 doing design is very much that. Like I'm very good at, like I see other people working 9 to 5s complaining like, "Oh, they don't get this. I don't get this approved. I have to do changes." It's very rare that I have to do revisions and things, because I can shoot, which I'm not proud of, but I can shoot right down the middle and just like it's like performing mediocrity essentially,
Right.
and expectations.
Right.
And it's kind of a scary place to be.
That's a horrible place to be. I mean, that's not what you want to be doing.
No.
But, you know, if you're able to give yourself an outlet, and that's like what a lot of people ask too. It's just like, you know, I want to become a freelancer. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm working 9 to 5 now. How can I go about doing that? And you just kind of have to do it. Nights and weekends. You know?
Yeah.
Find a designer that you like and start a podcast with them.
Yes. Yeah. Do what I did. What you got to do to make it is you got to find somebody more successful than you.
And just latch on for dear life.
Yeah. I'll let go.
Yeah.
It's working. It is working.
Yeah. All right, so we got one that's hitting real close to home right now. Mike says, non-design question: favorite Sopranos scene and character, thoughts on the ending of the show. Now, you've never seen The Sopranos, right?
No.
But you should. You should watch it, because I think you would like it.
Yeah.
Favorite Sopranos scene? I don't know if I could pick one off the top of my head. So I see the reason why I wanted to answer this, because my wife and I are watching The Sopranos again right now. We're like at the end of season 5, so we're almost done with it. It is an amazingly produced television show. It feels so like the type of area that they're in is very similar to the type of place I grew up in, with very similar people, and like the whole thing just feels like home, you know? It had, and especially like the late 90s, early 2000s. I was the same age as the kids in the show. You know, it's just like the whole thing just like really resonated with me. And there are some actors on the show, like there are some actors that are like whatever, like Steven Van Zandt who plays Silvio. His wife is on the show, like his real life wife. Mm-hmm. And we're like watching it. We're like, she's cast as his wife on the show, but she's a horrible actress. And I'm like, we don't really know why she would be cast on the show, because it's not like she was really famous. Like he was famous because he played guitar with Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
like
nice.
He's a Jersey guy, but he's
on
the
Bruce
show
Springsteen?
And he plays like a mobster. But his wife plays his wife, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, man, I gotta know. You like Bruce Springsteen?
No, not at all.
Oh, I do?
No, I'm not a fan.
All right, sorry.
Not a fan. David says, what about the curb stomp scene? Yes, that is fantastic. But some of the actors on the show are just like Michael Imperioli, who plays Christopher, Carmela. She is fucking blanking on her name right now because I'm talking and thinking at the same time. She's also like Nurse Jackie. You ever see that show? No. Come on, what's her name?
Never.
Her name is help me out here. Carmela Soprano. It's gonna kill me. Edie Falco. There you go. You ever hear of Edie Falco?
No.
She's an excellent actress, and like her and Michael Imperioli, like they throughout the entire show do not seem like they're actors. Like it's like they never break and never miss a beat. Like they are just so dead on perfect the entire time.
Aren't a lot of those people actually kind of mob related?
No, I think only Paulie Walnuts had some jail.
Paulie Walnuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Paulie Walnuts did.
But it's just it's such a goddamn awesome show. You really should watch it. You really should.
You know what? I'm 100% gonna start tonight.
You have to watch it. It is just so good. So
is it on any streaming services? It's not, is it?
It's HBO.
Oh, okay. We don't got that in Canada.
No, but you probably have torrents in Canada.
I do.
I'm not saying connect the dots, but connect the dots.
Connected.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, what an amazing show.
I heard season 1. I did start to watch season 1, not maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think
season 1's a little slow.
Yeah, okay. I kind of remember everyone talking about how amazing it was and having kind of a hard time.
It's a little slow, and they also have weird camera angles and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of they haven't figured it quite out. Like they really haven't figured it out yet. And it also, it's one of the first shows of its kind for being on HBO, and there weren't shows like that really at the time, and it kind of broke open HBO to being like this content creator. Like there were other shows before it, but it was always like bullshit shows that it wasn't like culturally iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this show really like there would be no Game of Thrones without this show. This is the thing that set the table for all these types of shows. Like
budgeted kind of shows.
Not even budgeted, but acclaimed, and to the point where people needed to talk about them on Monday, that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that Sunday night television show type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's really something else. I highly suggest it. And just everything is just so there's a lot of really good humor in it. It's like random stuff where you wouldn't expect it to pop up, but it has that kind of really funny mob humor type shit.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But yeah, it's the Sopranos thing. I had to talk about that because I
no, I'm gonna start watching it tonight. I actually just I didn't torrent it, and I just purchased it on iTunes.
Oh, good for you.
In the middle of you telling me all about it.
Did you really? Look at that.
Yeah, I purchased season 1. You know how much it cost me? $29 for season 1.
For season 1?
For season 1.
Wow.
Like, what is that? Like 15 years old? 20 years old?
I think it started in 1999.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Shit's
Yeah,
old.
it started so long ago that in the opening sequence, the World Trade Center is in it. And then by like season 3, they had to edit that scene out.
Oh wow.
Because of 9/11 and shit.
You watch Stranger Things
Yes.
all the way through?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was excellent. I thought it was better than the second season.
I did as well. I didn't much like the second season.
I liked it, but I kind of thought it was just like, all right.
I'll tell you this. Season 3, I think it's like episode 2 where they do the JCPenney ad.
Mm-hmm.
I was like actually angry. I was like, I'm done with this fucking show.
Why?
It just bothered me how it was like so blatantly like a fucking JCPenney ad.
Oh.
But then it's like, but then once they did a few more ads, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is like the Coca-Cola ad really sold me.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, this is like an 80s fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
well, that's
it's
what it is.
way oversold. Yeah, I know. But when I first seen it, I just like, I don't know why I wasn't in that headspace. And I was like, fuck these people for shoving JCPenney down my throat so hard.
I'm a Macy's man.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved it.
It was great.
Yeah.
No, it was really great. And the whole like 4th of July thing, that's that's my shit. Like I love the 4th of July. It's my favorite day of the year. So
it's so weird.
Yeah, like combined
that is your
with all
thing,
that,
hey?
it was just I loved it.
Yeah. What'd you think of the ending?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was good. I thought it was really good.
You think he's alive?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking superstar now because of that show. Like, of course he's
Yeah.
alive.
But I also wonder, how hard do you think they have their contracts down? Like, are those kids leaving
What do you
and
mean?
being in movies and stuff like that? Like, not coming back to the show.
Oh, I think
How much
they're
of that's happening?
What are those kids gonna do without that show? I mean, like they'll probably like if any of those kids left that show, they'd probably get like a movie here or there, or like another TV show, and then in 5 years, no one knows who they are.
So you think they just got to ride this out for as many seasons as possible?
I think so, but then like really start like slipping stuff in the meantime and start building up the rest of their career. You know?
Yeah.
Like you got your Winona Riders on the show and shit like that. Like it's like a rebirth for her. But if she wants to go and do another movie or a show, like she's back in. You know what I mean? Like the kids can't just go and do that because no one really knows who the fuck they are outside of the show.
I wonder if they can even. Yeah. Well, I guess a few of them were like Broadway actors and things like that.
But
yeah,
I mean, regular people who don't know much about like stage productions and shit like are not gonna know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That Hopper though, what's his name?
David something.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies.
He's
a lot
in
of
like
mob
some new
movies.
like Marvel movie or some shit too. I think, right?
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Oh, you're totally right. Yeah. He was in. I might be wrong, but I think he was in Black Mass, which was
maybe
an amazing movie.
We got Joshua saying that the girl who played Elle, Millie Bobby Brown, I think her name is, made $350,000 an episode,
which is very low. I feel like. Right?
It's still like the third season though.
I
don't know. I don't know, man. I think that's pretty high.
Is it though?
This isn't Friends. They're not like making like $2.5 million each in 1996. Like I think for her it's still pretty good. Uh-oh. We had technical difficulties for the first time.
I think my cat fucking yanked out the wire.
Fucking cat. You see that trailer for the movie Cats?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't. I seen a screen grab for it, though. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's... Are you going to see that?
No. I saw it on Broadway, though. I saw the original Cats at the Winter
you got
Garden
deep
Theater.
Pockets. You got deep pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
That's like...
I saw that. I was in... I don't even remember how old I was, but we went on a field trip to go see it when I was in school.
Wow.
It was terrible.
Yeah?
Awful experience. It's you go in there, right? It's a small theater, and you walk in, and now like when you grow up in New York, you see commercials for it all the time. You know, it's like Cats, the stupid song or whatever, and it's like the longest running play in Broadway history, or whatever. And you're like, cool. So when we're going, you think like I was younger. I was younger than 14. I don't know where in there, like older than 10, younger than 14, something like that. So I kind of had an idea. So we go in there, and I'm like, all right, this is the longest running play in Broadway history. It's got to be good. But if you imagine like an early pubescent boy not interested in Broadway shows, you know what I mean? Like we were in Manhattan. I was into that.
How long is the show?
How old is it?
How long?
I don't know. Too long.
Like 4 hours?
I think it was at least like 16 hours. I think it was the length of 2 cricket matches.
Yeah. You guys stayed there overnight?
Dude, it was so bad. Like at the beginning, it's all dark, and like the cats come walking down the aisle, right? The people dressed as cats, not actual cats, of course.
Yeah.
And they just like start doing shit like this to you, you know? Ooh, and they're like rubbing up and down and like doing weird cat shit. And so you're just like, all right, like maybe this will be kind of interactive. Maybe this is why this is so popular. And then they go down there, and there's just this one stage and like a bunch of trash cans, and then they just sing like a bunch of cat songs, and they like slowly climb on shit. And then there's an intermission, and then there's like this one main cat. He's like the fat cat, and everyone wanted to go down and get this guy's autograph because he's like the main cat. It's like Mephistopheles or Rum Tum Tugger or some shit. I don't know. The names are priceless.
Yeah.
And the guy was sitting there meditating. He was sitting there like in like a some kind of like yoga-esque pose, meditating.
Yeah.
And
ignoring people.
And there was
amazing.
Like a good 50 people standing around him with notepads and like playbills for him to sign. And he just blew them off
ignored
entirely.
Them? Kind of impressive.
I guess it was impressive, but like at the time I was like, what an asshole. Like,
totally an asshole.
You're dressed like a goddamn cat. You know
what you're doing now? Like, I wonder what that guy's doing now.
He's probably living in the same type of alleyway, eating out of the garbage.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't go on to success.
No,
right?
Nobody knows who
you
that guy is.
You can't treat people like that and make it.
Yo, when was the last time you saw a movie or a TV show or something where they're like, formerly of the play Cats on Broadway? Never.
Ever.
Never.
Yeah, those people, their careers are over.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that they made a movie out of this and didn't hire any of those people.
Do you think anybody got hired? I'm sure people got hired on as consultants and shit.
This gotta be. But, dude, you gotta watch the trailer. It's horrifying. It's just like...
I don't think I want to.
You have to. You know what you do? No, don't watch the trailer. Do what I did. Go to the trailer and then just like scrub through really fast just so you get the gist of it.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Just do that. Because it's just, it's like this really weird CGI where it seems like nothing kind of matches.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I saw people like moving and like it looked like pieces of the bodies were like disconnecting.
So here's what I want to know though, because that's been happening a lot lately where people put out movie trailers and then people freak out about the way something looks. The CGI.
Yeah.
And it's almost like more publicity for them.
Sure it is. Oh, well,
and
like
then they
Sonic
fixed it.
the
Like
Hedgehog
Sonic.
Shit?
Yeah, they fixed it, right?
Yeah.
It's all been fixed. But it seemed like that got a lot of hype like around it.
I feel like, why fix it? Just leave it.
It was really fucked up.
So?
But I think on purpose.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really weird. I saw like the preview, not the preview. I saw the poster, like the teaser poster.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically just looks like a weird nude blue man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You're worried about the teeth?
It was like somebody painted Bob Marley blue.
Yeah,
like
it was like really. Yeah, right. Yeah, because of the spikes and shit. Like, I don't know. I'd be more concerned about some of the other shit than the teeth. I'm more worried.
Wasn't
about
it the eyes as well?
What'd you say?
It was the eyes as well, correct?
Fuck it, dude. Whatever, man. Like, I'm just like, is like weirded out by like his weird like pecs and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
put
it's
a
like some
shirt on,
weird.
Sonic.
Yeah, what is that? That's like some furry.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
which
exactly what it is. And
if
people
you
are
want to
worried
do
about the
that,
teeth. Oh shit, he's got teeth. Well, he also has like weird human musculature.
he's got
He's
nipples.
a fucking
Guy's got
hedgehog.
nipples. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, if it was the '80s, they would have got a real hedgehog, painted it blue,
Yeah.
and just pumped up the frame rate.
It's either that or they would have done like some weird like stop motion shit.
Yeah,
That would have been nice.
dude, I miss that kind of stuff. Which
Me too.
Stranger Things season 2 had that with the monster, where they did like a strobe light effect at the end of the season,
It was
where they're
stop
like fighting
motion?
them. No, but it was practical, and it was like the way that they did this strobe light. It felt like it was stop motion.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't
want.
remember that.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know. We got
they're
people
remaking
commenting
Mulan.
about Mulan. They got the Lion King, Aladdin. Like, I'm not privy to this information, although I've worked with Disney and Disney companies before. Why release all these movies at the same time? The Lion King, Aladdin, and what was the other one that they did? Isn't there a third one in there?
They did Mowgli. What was Mowgli?
What? Mowgli?
Mowgli. Mowgli.
Jungle
Yeah.
Book.
Did I say Mowgli?
Yeah, you said Mowgli.
The Jungle Book. Mowgli. Yeah.
Mowgli knows
He's a
jungles.
mogul.
No, that was a long time ago that came out.
Mm.
I thought there was another one too.
Aladdin.
I said Aladdin.
Aladdin. What else do you say? Let me repeat it.
I'm sure someone will chime in at some point. Yeah, I don't know though. It's like all these movies are kind of like released simultaneously.
Do you think that they're cashing in on the nostalgia of, because like I grew up watching Lion King.
Yeah. Did you ever play the Lion King game on Sega Genesis?
I did not.
You're missing out.
It was good.
Missing out. Yep. You got to run through the fucking elephant graveyard. Save Timon and Pumbaa, maybe.
I didn't have enough money as a child.
No, right. I forgot. You lived in
wasn't Long Island deep pocket. Bagel Boston.
We're rich on bagels. Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
there it is.
Beauty
Thank you.
and the Beast. Yeah.
That was the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're just cashing in on nostalgia.
I think they just have so much money. They just got to they need shit to write off. That's what I think.
That's a thing, right? Where they buy the rights to something and then they produce movies, but they shelf them. But they're producing stuff because they have to
retain
these
are
the rights.
their movies though, so I don't know, like they're really going for like the top of the heap right away, and they're releasing all of them at once.
Yeah, that's true.
It just seems really weird to just like release all of them simultaneously, almost. You know, like why? Like, aren't they kind of doing that with the Star Wars movies too? Like, it's like once a year they're just churning out Star Wars movies.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even pay attention.
No, I don't even know how.
Like any of that.
I couldn't give a shit less about Star Wars, especially not the new ones.
What's something that you're super excited for, movie wise, that's coming out this year or has come out like very recently?
There's that one movie, Midsummer. I'd like to see.
Yeah,
I don't really know what else is coming out though.
There's that one movie a long time ago. You sent me a poster for it, and I'm gonna butcher the name of it. Superior. It's like a dance school. A girl goes to a dance school where it's like very like culty. No,
I don't remember.
I don't remember the name of it. I just remember the poster, but it was like it's in a different language.
I don't remember that either. I don't remember any of this happening.
Well, maybe it wasn't you. No, it was definitely you.
What do you think? Should we do one more?
Do we have one more?
Yeah, we got one more.
Do you consider yourself a workaholic? Does your family consider you one? If so, how do you feel it affects your family life and relationships?
Yes. I think when you own a business, being a workaholic kind of like comes with the territory,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because you kind of like, you don't get a salary and you don't get benefits. It's all on you.
Sorry, this
Suspiria.
person just said, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the movie.
yeah, there you go.
You've seen that, right?
No, I haven't.
It's right up your alley.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
Sopranos prequel. Yes, I am waiting for that. Someone chimed in with Sopranos prequel. I'm definitely waiting for the Sopranos prequel. And I think someone said somewhere in the back there about like, how did my family feel about the Sopranos? We felt good about it. Some Italians got really upset with it. Others felt good about it. We liked it. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Commander Coke always coming with the.
There it is. Commander Coke got the info. So yeah, like workaholic. Yeah, I think kind of comes with the territory. Especially like if you like what you do. It's just I've always spent all my time doing this shit. So the fact that I get to do it for a living is fantastic. So it's like kind of like a workaholic, but I don't know. But then also there's like years ago when my wife and I were only married for like a year or two, we had to have a conversation about the amount of time that I had to work, you know, and like in this industry, if it's 24 hours, it just is. It depends. Like if you're working with people in another time zone, you got to account for that. If you're working on a project where the deadline is like 9 a.m. the next day, you got to work all night. You know, like that shit just happens when something comes around and it's something that you really like. Sometimes you just got to do it, you know? So,
It almost feels like 95% of the time it's not when you want to.
yeah.
Or not when it feels right, or
It's always like at the worst time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it never comes at the time where you're just like, I got nothing to do. If someone needed me to do something right now, I'd be fine with that. Like that never happens. It's always just like, oh, it's my daughter's birthday, and guess what? Here's a project that you can't say no to. You know, like I'll have to figure out how to do both.
I've had a few projects where I'm so excited to start them, but I have to finish something else.
Yeah.
And then that shit burns me out so fucking bad that by the time I'm starting the thing that I was excited about,
yeah, you're fucked.
It's almost like, you're fucked, and that one's burning you out too.
Totally.
Yeah.
I've been there. Oh my God. It's I feel like in terms of family life, everyone understands how this lifestyle works.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm lucky enough where, you know, I built the studio on the house. So I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I moved. Part of why I moved, part of why I did all this was so I could be with my family. Because if I was still in the city and I was still in a studio outside of where I lived, I don't think I would be home, like ever. You know, so I did this whole thing just so I could be with my family. So I'm here. Like I worked half the day with my 4-month-old on my lap.
Yeah.
You know, like it's what you got to do. My oldest, you know, she comes in, she shows me a drawing, she tells me what she did today, whatever. My wife needs me. I'll go you know, like she's like, oh, can you go do this for me? Whatever. I'm here. I'll go do it. You know, I just try to leave myself as available as possible. But, you know, that gets hard too, because it's like, when your concentration gets broken to go do something else, it's very hard to kick back into it and just be kind of creative. Again, once it's
switch tasking.
Yeah. That's very hard to do.
Yeah.
But it's the life I chose, and it's just the way it is until I figure out a better way to do it.
John is a functioning workaholic.
Definitely what it is. I'm tired, but it's hard to tell like if I'm tired because of work or if I'm tired because I have a fucking little baby. You know what I mean?
It's probably everything.
When I had my first daughter, though, I was trying to work out like crazy, but that was the only responsibility I had. Now I have a lot of responsibility, So I think
Yeah.
that probably plays into it.
Does that scare you a little bit? Like now you have a the second kid, and like
No,
that
not at all.
life changing.
I am just like I am so comfortable being a father, and I
Mm-hmm.
am so comfortable like it's just I feel like because my dad is a really great father. So
Mm-hmm.
and he was so like I just feel like I learned a lot from him about how to do it. And I've never not felt confident about being a parent. So anything related to my kids is like literally not a stress at all. The only time I ever feel stressed about my kids is when they're sick.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's not even because I'm like worried like something bad's gonna happen to them, because nothing, knock on wood, nothing terrible has happened. They've just, stomach virus, flu, strep throat, ear infection. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh God, it's exhausting, because when you think, it's so funny, like when you're sick, right? You just like, I got a headache, I got a sore throat, I got a stomach ache, whatever. Stay home from work, and then you get better, and then you go back to work. But like little kids, some shit goes wrong, they lose their minds because they're like, what the fuck? Like, I don't normally feel like this.
Is that what you do though? Do you take time off when you're sick?
Nah. Well, I also work from, oh, dude, I got real sick about a week before my daughter was born, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was brutal.
Yeah.
It was a week.
Yeah, you were
of hell.
freaking out. You were freaking out too.
Yeah, it was bad. And I needed to get a lot of shit done, and I could not get off the couch. I was so sick. But, yeah, that's like, but you know what's going on with your body,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as an adult. Little kids just like lose their shit as soon as something, like as soon as they have a weird ache or pain.
Yeah.
It's fucking over.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no concept of what the fuck's happening.
No.
Or in 3 days.
Yeah.
I'll be cool.
Yeah. Right. It's so funny too. Like I have I think I might have talked about this before, but there's an app called 1 Second Every Day.
I got it because of you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what it is, for anyone who doesn't know, is you record video throughout the day, and then from that day, and you take like a second or two out of that video, and then at the end of the year, you splice them all together, and you can watch the entire year straight through. And it's really kind of humbling to watch, because when you go through your day and you're having a shit day, the day is so long. But then by the end of the year, you go and you watch this, and that whole shitty day is literally 1 second in the video.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, that actually came and went pretty fast. And it's so funny because like when my kids get sick or I get sick or something like that, like I always include the negatives in there too, because it's part of life. And like I have like video of like my daughter at the hospital or the doctor or some shit, and it's just like, it's there and it's gone, and that's it, and you're just like, oh, all right, like it wasn't that bad. But in the moment, it's like completely it just engulfs your entire life.
Yeah. No, I love it. It's so interesting to like, I've been doing like looking back after 3 months and stuff, and just like, yeah, those moments that you completely forgot about that almost mean nothing to you now.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, like when you get a cold, you get a fever or some shit like that, you just kind of plow through it, and then it's over, and you go back to your normal life. But then when you go back and you see like the day where you feel like shit, it's an instant. And then it's over.
Yeah.
But it's it's interesting. So one last one, and then we'll call it a day. Nicholas says, can we get a playlist of your favorite metal music, John? Yes, I have plenty of those. So if you go onto Spotify and just search my name, I got a few playlists up there. But we'll do we'll do a studio nose Contino nose podcast. Like we'll do a playlist and throw that on there. Brent and I kind of started one, and then he kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah, because I couldn't add to it.
You couldn't add to it?
No.
Oh yeah,
I have to tell you.
Yeah, because you're gonna add some fucking dog shit to it.
You know what? I'm definitely going to add some shit that I really like.
Like what?
I don't know.
Fucking,
Maybe some
fucking
Bruce Springsteen.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, some Backstreet Boys. Some of that NSYNC.
Oh God. What about 98 Degrees? Were you a 98 Degrees fan?
I don't think I could name a song.
Did you ever see New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block.
They
No.
were like the original boy band from like the late 80s.
The Backstreet Boys are the original boy band.
Look up New Kids on the Block. That's like, who was in that? Donnie Wahlberg?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this what made the Wahlbergs?
No. Marky Mark made the Wahlbergs.
And then this guy started a boy band?
No, they were both like in the limelight simultaneously, I think.
Whoa.
Because I think Marky Mark was doing his like kind of rappy dance
Yeah.
music shit. And then
That's right.
And then Donnie was in New Kids on the Block, which was like boy band, like original boy band type of thing. And they were both huge.
Like
New Kids on the Block actually might have been earlier. Now I think about it. I just remember everyone having like a lunch pail that said New Kids on the Block on it.
man, I don't think it reached out here.
No?
Maybe it did.
Nah, they
Maybe
were
it did.
huge.
What year?
You're gonna go back in time. You're gonna go back and you're gonna listen to New Kids on the Block, and that's gonna be your favorite fucking album for the next 2 weeks.
No, nothing's gonna top Backstreet Boys.
I'm so embarrassed for you. What a fucking horrible way to live.
You know what? I did grow up on Backstreet Boys though.
That's so weird. Don't you have older siblings?
Yeah, they loved it as well.
All of your older siblings.
I don't think my older brother was into it. My sister was into it.
What did your older brother like?
My older brother listened to like NoFX and stuff like that.
All right. Okay. I didn't know what
Dead Kennedys?
What the fuck you were gonna say. Who
Yeah.
knows what was popular in Canada?
Yeah. Man, that's weird thinking about the music we used to listen to.
Yeah.
You used to listen to some weird stuff.
Nope.
When you were like 10?
When I was 10, no. No, when I was 10, I'll tell you exactly what I was listening to when I was 10. So here was some of the music that was popular when I was 10 because I was in 5th grade. It was Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
It was Salt and Pepper. It was
Pepper.
Nirvana. Salt and Pepper,
Okay.
like Push It. Remember that song, Push It?
Push it real good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a song called Cantaloupe. I remember was a big hit song.
Never
which
heard.
was like they were kind of like a one-hit wonder type of thing. But if you heard the song, you might know it. What else was big? Soundgarden.
Okay.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah. I grew up on that too.
Alice in Chains.
Didn't grow up on Alice in Chains as
Early
much.
Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That shit was all around when I was 10.
NWA.
It's like 92, 93.
Yeah.
That's there was a lot of good music in the early 90s.
I was born in 93.
Yes. Marky
You were
Mark was
10?
kind of coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on his way out.
Yeah, he was on his way out. But yeah, no, there was good shit, man. When I was 10 years old, music was just fine.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Marky
Wasn't
Mark
that
and
it?
Funky Bunch.
Somebody wrote, yeah.
There was I remember they used to do Adam Sandler, I think, used to do Marky Mark on Saturday Night Live. And the joke was always that he would just drop his pants and go, "Oh yeah, feel it."
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
It was,
Oh, is that?
I
is
used
that?
to be a favorite of mine.
Did he say that? Come on.
Yeah, come on, feel it. Good vibrations.
Oh shit.
You never heard that
That's
song?
Marky Mark? That's Marky Mark?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
God
That's
damn.
Mark
Marky Mark
Wahlberg.
was good.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg was good.
It was really good.
He's talented. Come on.
See? Yeah, no. And he was also like an underwear model or some shit, so he never wore pants.
Yeah, and he was roided up.
Was he roided up?
Oh, guaranteed.
Is that true?
Look at him. He's like 16. He's fucking huge.
I don't think he was
Yeah.
16.
How old was
I
he?
think he was like 28.
No, he's like 28 now.
No, he's not. Marky Mark is not 28 now.
Marky Mark. And the
Mark
Funky Bunch.
Wahlberg. Is he like 50? 50 something?
No, I don't think he's 50. Is he?
How
He's
long
got
does
to be
it take
like
me
close
to
to 50.
pull up this information?
Sorry, I'm looking at the history of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Oh, all right. Okay, Mark Wahlberg is oh wow, he's not 50.
How old is he?
Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so hold on, real quick. Marky Mark is 48 years old. Now, okay, so friend of the show, Joe DiMaggio, we've all been making fun of each other, saying that we're all short and breaking each other's chops, a la Bagel Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe that out of the three of us, I might be the tallest.
Are you for sure 5'11"?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't have hair. You got hair.
Yeah, so I'm definitely a 6 feet.
So now we're talking about height. How tall do you think that Mark Wahlberg is?
Oh, I know this.
You do?
I don't know. I'm going to guess.
How tall do you think he is?
5'6".
5'6". Oh man, that's a low blow.
Well, that's how tall he is.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. It says online that he's 5'8".
Yeah.
But do you think he's actually 5'6"?
I do think he's actually 5'6".
Like, you look at, like, sometimes I look up people's heights on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, I'm like, how tall is Danny DeVito actually? And you look it up online, and it says like 5'7". Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not true.
But you know how tall Tom Cruise is,
Yeah,
right?
well, that's the thing, right? Like, Tom Cruise, what is he, like 4'9"?
Something like that, right? Let me I'll tell you right now.
Now I'm gonna look up Tom Cruise height right now.
This is in meters.
Okay, here we go. Tom Cruise height. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
5'7".
No.
Lie.
Yeah.
Total
that's
lie.
that's not that crazy.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 5'4.5".
I think that's generous.
5'4.5".
Yeah, that's a generous 2 inches.
Yeah,
For
I just
sure.
think that a lot of these celebrities, you know, like, you get your publicists for, you know, your movies and your interviews and all that shit. They got these publicists that only deal in height.
And are just on the internet
And
trying to
fixing heights left and right. Tom
But then you
Cruise
see
doesn't
the
want anyone
person-
to know that he's 5'3.25", so they bump it up to 5'7".
This is a good question. How tall is Joe DiMaggio?
5'6.5".
Yeah.
That's what I say.
That's generous, I think.
I think Joe was supposed to pop on. He was gonna join us. He's not here, so that's what you get. You don't come on the
I gotta
nose
go get
nose.
food.
Your height gets oh shit. You know what? We started this episode talking about, like, not making fun of people's height. Here we are.
Joe's gonna be slamming bagels around his house right now. They told me to kill myself. Like, no, we didn't.
Never said it.
Never said that.
I didn't bite my lip at all. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, that was episode 27. I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody for hanging with us. If you like the show, subscribe to the fucking YouTube channel so we can get that custom URL so that no one has to look up pimple popping anymore. Sorry for that. People are disgusting on the internet. Who knew? Didn't suspect that. You can also, get us on audio platforms. We're still there, so all that shit is there. This is just if you want to watch video, we're here on video too. So rate and comment, review, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Pick up Brand by Hand on Amazon or at CantinoBook.com. Check us out at Contino Studio and John Contino on Instagram. And if you have questions, submit them to nosecast.com or come onto the live stream and just join the conversation, and we'll rip through it. We'll get better at this as time goes on. We're very just enamored by the fact that we could talk to people in real time. So, that's what we got. So we're also going to try and keep maybe keep a more consistent schedule now. We'll see. We'll see how this time works out. And if it's good, we'll keep doing it, but we'll test it out and we'll see how it goes. What do you think, Brent? You got anything else to say?
No, it all sounds great.
God damn it, you fucking suck at the ending, man. Like, I'm always waiting for at least something funny. You didn't even do anything.
Sounds great.
It's garbage. All right, goodbye, everybody.
Stay up! A frozen break that paralyzed the truth!